Have you ever thought to yourself, am I delusional? Am I the drama? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Daily Quest. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Elle, and I like to make videos that romanticize my life. I wanted to get into the psychology of why that is, and why so many Gen Zers, like me, enjoy picking up a camera and filming their life. I just figured for this one, we could take it to the all-time max and investigate main character syndrome. I figured we could check out what it's really about and see if people are just delusional or trying to survive. Today, we're talking about what happens when life gets so unhinged that just walking into Trader Joe's casually can feel like you're the star of a Greta Gerwig indie film. Let's start with the basics. Main character syndrome, aka what happens when you start narrating your life like you're in Euphoria, but in actuality, you're just washing the dishes.
Jacob's rinsing dishes like nothing happened, like he didn't lie to my face 2 nights ago. He thinks if he scrubs hard enough, I'll forget. But I remember everything. He doesn't know it yet. But this is the last time I clean up after his mess.
According to Urban Dictionary, which is basically Oxford Dictionary for people who still use Snapchat, main character syndrome is when someone thinks of themselves as the main character of the entire universe. We've all been a victim to that, let's be real. The actual psychological roots go way back. The concept aligns with what psychologists call egocentrism. And it's not in the I love me type of way, but it's more so in the way that humans naturally perceive the world through a self-first lens, especially during the adolescent years.
He throws me in the water, I land on the side of my head, and I feel my earring is gone.
Wait.
My earring's gone!
Are you
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry! My diamond earring! My diamond earring's gone! And there's people that are dying.
Now, I don't know if everyone's growth was stunted or what, but basically the concept is you're the only real person and everyone else is a background actor. Now let's talk about social media, aka the industrial complex of aestheticized narcissism. Yes, that's right. Instagram, TikTok, Be Real, even YouTube are all platforms that reward self-documentation. You are highly encouraged to frame your own life, literally. This is what sociologist Goffman called presentation of self in everyday life. We essentially curate how we appear to others, and this performance was turbocharged with social media. You'll see it all over the place, from Instagram models to political figures on LinkedIn. It's everywhere. Going back to our Trader Joe's example, you add filters, trending audio, and now instead of just walking down the street, you're actually escaping a capitalist dystopia.
Welcome, as we celebrate the female tribute from District 12, Katniss Everdeen.
And then maybe you're mentally writing a fanfic about how that one handsome Trader Joe's cashier oh so romantically asked you about your day.
I'm sorry you had to cancel your wedding. I know how devastating that must be for you.
A 2021 Psychology Today article notes how this aestheticization is actually a form of self-soothing. People use narrative to gain agency over the chaos in their life. And I know that since 2020, everything has been extremely chaotic, for one. You could think of it as just storytelling, but you're an unreliable narrator with a broken ring light and a lot of anxiety.
It's trying to headbutt me, bro.
Okay, let's not roll our eyes just yet. Sometimes being the main character isn't delusional, and it's really about survival. Dr. Valerie Young, who studies imposter syndrome, says that, building these types of narratives can really boost confidence and a sense of purpose, especially for people in marginalized groups. Main character energy can become radical self-affirmation, and I feel like Our generation needs that the most right now. Like, seriously, take a moment and think about what it would be like for you if you were told you were a side character for your entire life, being told that you were meant to underachieve, that other people had more value than you, or that you were even invisible.
Power placement?
Sounds fascist.
Power placement is how they decide where you go.
The hero track, the loser track.
There's a loser track?
I believe the preferred term is hero support.
Sometimes you just gotta main character the hell out of it just to get where you're trying to go. Even Bell Hooks, yes, we're going there, wrote about the importance of self-definition in Feminist Theory from Margin to Center. She said that claiming your own identity is a political act.
I knew that when we went over to my grandmother's house, who looked white, who lived in a white neighborhood, and she called my sister Blackie because she was dark and her hair was nappy, and my sister would sit in a corner and cry or not want to go over there, I knew that there is some system here that is hurting this little girl.
So yeah, sometimes walking to the bodega in a leather trench coat is a form of resistance. Owning your culture is a form of resistance, and sharing education is a form of resistance. But. Now, you knew this was coming. Sometimes the main character gets a little too method. That's when we slip into what psychologist W. Keith Campbell calls the Narcissism epidemic. His research points to a generational uptick in self-obsession and comparison culture, and social media's curated realities make it worse. So if you're self-isolating, comparing yourself constantly to others, or treating your friends like they're side characters in your random redemption arc, yeah, that's not empowerment, that's HBO's Succession. There's also a dark undercurrent. A 2022 study in the Journal of Social and Clinical Psychology found that performative posting is linked to anxiety and disconnection. So for those of you going through breakups, I don't recommend spamming your Instagram feed. When the performance becomes the person, you end up losing touch with your own plot. So what do? Can we romanticize our lives without turning into narcissistic nightmare goblins? The answer is yes. Main character energy is like glitter. A little goes a long way.
I told you we needed more glitter.
It's healthy to reframe your life with meaning, but don't forget that some of the best stories have ensemble casts. Personally, one of my favorite things to do is include my friends in some of my vlogs and videos, because it's just fun to look back and see our joy together. Make space for your friends to be main characters too. Take turns, be a good narrator, add a little conflict, but keep it mindful, keep it demure. And if all else fails, just remember, you are the main character. But you're in a coming-of-age indie film, directed by Greta Gerwig. And we only have 90 minutes, babe. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed hearing my 2 cents about main character syndrome, be sure to give this video a like, and subscribe to my channel so that you can see more content like this. Then hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified for every single time I post. And lastly, for those interested, I've placed my sources down in the description below for you to check out. Alrighty guys, I'll see you in the next video where we find new ways to explore, create, and level up.